God is great
All the time.
all the time. God is good.
All the time.
That's good. Praise the Lord.
Amen.
You know, today is the Dilkusha Sunday. Dilkusha is a suburb in India called Happy Heart. And today's reading was, love your God with all your heart. There's no second word for that. Don't love your God a little bit, like the people who say, mia mia, walele, tora tora. It's small. No. Love your God with all your heart. How much do we love God? Your testimony that girl gave. What's her name? When her mother called, she did not know who she was. But you know your God. Do you know your God? When they called, can you hear your voice? God of Abraham. God called him Abraham. He knew it was God. When your mom calls, do you know it's your mom calling you? Or you have deaf ears. When the church calls you, I am too busy. I'm too busy. When we are too busy, we cannot love God. Your happy heart should be exposed in your face, on your face. Some of us, we walk with grumpy face. You know, my teacher used to say, if that person smiles, it can rain now. Can I see a smile from everybody? Love your God with all your heart. What is in your heart, you're going to love your God with that. You will love God's people with that. If you've got grumpiness in your heart, you will love people with your grumpiness. Always looking suspicious on people. Our God is a God of love. He looks upon each one of us the same way He looks at me and you. He is a loving God. There is no condition in His love. If He does that, I do that. But many times we tell lies to God. Forgive my sins that are forgiven those who have sinned against you. How many of you are sitting in the church here today, you got grudges in your heart, you have forgiven someone, you have not forgiven someone else? Time for you to stand up and confess now publicly. Because our God knows everything. Our relationship with God is the only relationship that will last forever and ever and ever. For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in Him shall not perish but have life everlasting. That's the only relationship in this world that will never change, that will never end. Why don't we run for that relationship? In the world today, we run for relationship. My wife, my wife, my wife, my husband, my children, my mother, my father, all that will finish. But the relationship with God can never finish. So I'm challenging us to have a strong relationship with God. Those of us who got love marriage. How many of you are married through your love? Myself, one. Love marriage. What you used to do then, you should sneak out to go and see your wife now, right? Little bit. How many of us sneak out to go and see God daily? Time nahi hai. We got no time. Remember, in the reading today, He is not a God of dead people, He's a God of alive people. There was once a minister wanted to do something in the church and people never would come. But when they want something, I'm church member, I'm a church member, I should get this, I should get this. So one day he invited everybody, please come to the funeral. Who died? People were who must die? So when people came to church, they looked up, everybody's here. At the closing hymn, he said, now you can view the casket. He had put a mirror inside the coffin box. Empty coffin box, a mirror inside where you can see the face. Everybody came, what did they see when they looked in that mirror? Their own face. And then when finished, the Reverend said, now let's go and bury your own selves. Because you all are dead. Let me tell you, if you're not alive in Jesus Christ, wake up! Get up! Wake up. Love your God with all your heart, with all your mind. What is running in our mind? Have you seen pumpkin and watermelon growing in the garden? We all seen that, eh? In pictures also. One child used to be in our class, and the master described him as a pumpkin in the hot sun. Anything can happen around him, but will never move. Many of us, our Christian life is like that. Anything can happen around. When you have to stand up and praise and praise the Lord, they'll still sit down, look at their phone. Even now, some people are looking at their phone. If I'm boring, tell me, I'll get out. You can come and share what you're looking in your phone. We need to love God with all our heart. And not only our God, our neighbors. How much do we love our neighbors? You know, when I shared this is our third continuous combined Sunday service. First we had handicapped people come from Australia. Last week we had Father's Sunday. And today is Dilkusha Sunday. When I shared this with our leaders, they said yes. And I said, do you know why I emphasize this? We must bring our children here. The home is in our division. How many of you, one time I remember there was a lot of talk about Dilkusha home, this. How many of you can find time out to go into Dilkusha home? Raymond is one of the descendants of the home. His grandmother's name is Mary. Raymond, can you come up in the front? Anybody, Rukmani here? Anybody whose grandparents were from the home, come up in the front. Come up. Come on, Raymond, now you come up. Come up. Our own Rukmani, is she here? Raymond Nadu's grandmother, his mother's mother, was brought up in the home. Is that right, Raymond? A strong foundation. And I hope that the strong foundation will stay in your heart. You'll have a happy heart all the time. Today, God is challenging you, Raymond, and all of us is sitting in the church. Let's have a happy heart, blooming heart. I don't want to see flowers in my garden that are not blooming. We are all like flowers in God's garden. Let us bloom. Night time, some flowers give fragrance. Let us give fragrance 24/7. Thank you, Raymond. 24/7, let us give the aroma. What kind of city cow? Can I city cow take any color? We are God's, we are flowers in God's garden. So we must able to give out what is in our heart. And then love your neighbor. Do you love your neighbor? Or do you fight with your neighbor? There's always a problem when a coconut tree is in your compound and bends towards your neighbor's compound and the coconut falls in the compound. Or if your banana tree, gives out that bunch that falls in the other man's compound. You are right, you can cut it. But we fight. And yet every Sunday we are in church. Every time we sing hallelujah. Every time we say praise the Lord. Allah too long ago. Praise the Lord from the brains, not from the heart. His heart should be full of God's love. God is love. There is no other great explanation about God. God is love. Just imagine our own sins. He crossed all the limits to love us as we are. As we are. You can't love someone because what they have done to you. But God loves you for what your thoughts you have in your heart. Release them. Don't hold them. Love the people. Have a good relationship with God, relationship with your neighbors, and relationship in the community. Love the environment also. A beautiful story about Adam and Eve. Every evening, Adam and Eve used to have fellowship with God. It is written very clearly in the Bible that every evening they used to walk in the garden as husband and wife and used to talk to God, have fellowship with God. I want to ask us today, what is our fellowship like? It is full of what? God spoke to them every evening. Even God speaks to us today. Do you have time to listen to God? If you have no time to listen to God, then you don't love your God. You know, the children preach beautiful messages to them from all the action, chorus, and drama. You lifted me up when I was lonely, when I was powerless. You lifted me up. In the Old Testament, it said, unless I am lifted up, you shall not be healed. He lifts us up with Him. Be lifted up with Him. Don't be stubborn. Let us give it in. Let us go with the flow that God wants us to go. May God help us today, first of all, to love ourselves. How many of you love yourself? I love myself. Some of you never love yourself, right? Wow. Put your hands down. So if you love yourself, you must love your neighbor. And love God with all your heart, with all your mind. When you say heart, mind, and all, even your pocket, your wallet too belongs to God. For some of us, it's very hard to take out money for God, but we say, God give me this, God give. He has given us everything. Strength, ability, work, family, house, everything is given us. And yet, we want to rob God. You know, one preacher preached, he said, these fingers have eyes. When you put your hand in your pocket, you know which one is 5 cents, 20 cents, 50 cents. Even you can feel which is $5 note. And we get the worst. We get what is left over. What do you do with leftover food at home? People, they don't know who's this it? Whom do you give the leftover food to? Dog. And that's how we treat our God. Our leftover love, our leftover wealth, we give it to God. What do you think? God is a beggar like you and me? They have to say, please God help me, please. He never says, please mankind do this. He says, I have loved you without any condition. He never says, please give me your money. He never says, please give me your heart. He only says, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone opens their heart, they open their doors, I'll come and dwell in it. I will come and control your life with goodness, with blessedness, with a clean heart. I'll come and bless you. That is what Jesus is offering us. And yet, it's very hard for us. Sometimes the stones can speak, but us again, we can't speak about the goodness of God. I want to challenge us today. Let us take every moment to speak about God. D.L. Moody, one of the great theologians, a layman, he decided that every day he's going to tell someone about Jesus Christ. He was in New York City in a conference. He had forgotten to share about Christ to anybody. About 11 in the night, he decided to leave his hotel room and look for someone to share about the love of God. As he was walking down the street, there's a man coming struggling and singing. I don't know what song he was singing. Late night, right? He was a drunken man. And dear Moody stopped across the road and said, hey brother, you know, God loves you. He said, shut up, that's none of your business. Dear Moody said, that's my only business. To tell people that God loves you. Christians, that's our only business. To tell, as God has loved me, God loves you. Amen? Let's go out and share. Let's have a happy heart. The heart is full of happiness. You lifted us up, Dilkusha home, and bless you. Bless all the hands that look after the home. You know, the first story of the home goes to Reverend Burton. Reverend Burton was up on that hill, which is called the Baker Hill, where the Tautala Dilkusha stay. That's the Baker Hill. And one day, one farmer came from Nosori with bundles of eggs, decked out, and said to the Reverend, please can you hold this? I just have to go down and bring something for you people. She went, never came back. After a while, there's some things moving, and they opened it, they found 2 babies there. So Reverend Burton called his wife's sister to come and look after those girls. And that's how the home started. Then the 1911 epidemic that was around, the one malaria or measles that came around, a lot of people died. And I know some people were brought in from Sunday to the home. Many of our children many of our people have gone to the homes. They're in high status in the community. Why? Because of commitment of our deaconesses and our sisters at that time. Even today, I see vision of many of these girls taking prominent positions in our community because God is with them. Thank you, Dilkusha Home staff, for looking after our children. These are our children. Say, these are our children. Congregation, 2, 3. These are our children. So make sure you visit your children, eh? When you have time, go and visit our children. Okay? May you all have a blessed day and enjoy the evening. Let us ask Nita's grandma. She will respond with the speech of hers. Afterward, I invite our Book of Gasilebo, the lay vice president, a few words, and we'll sing our last number, and with the Lord's Prayer and benediction finish our service today.